So here we are. We're trying to figure out when Christ died on the cross, what year, and therefore, hopefully, if we find that, we can find the possible second coming and then the possible rapture. So we've got to go through all these genealogies and try and figure this stuff out. In Luke chapter 3, we've got a whole list of names and when people reigned and et cetera, et cetera. But the biggest issue, the biggest head scratcher is Tiberius Caesar. It says, now in the 15th year of the reign of Tiberius Caesar, comma, and then a bunch of other names. Well, everybody else gives you a bit of a window, but Tiberius Caesar is the clincher. If we can find out the 15th year of Tiberius Caesar, then we can justify or support a 30 AD crucifixion. And if you do a quick search, you're going to find out that, he started in 14 AD, but what you'll find out even further through further investigation is that he co-reigned in 12 AD. So some articles will say that Tiberius was granted joint rule of the provinces with Augustus. Okay, so that's joint rule. Some other articles will say he was a co-principe, took place in the year 12 AD. So co-rule, co-principe. Another article will say Tiberius celebrated his triumph in the fall of 12 AD, co-principe. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but basically he co-ruled in 12 AD. So that makes sense that he co-ruled in 12 AD. So now there's a million articles you can go read. You can become a historian, and that's not really my intent. My intent is just to get the basics and to get some mathematical hope here. So here's the deal. If we start from the 12 AD, and we count 15 years, and again, on is different than in, and it says in the 15th year, or it doesn't say after 15 years, it says in the 15th year. That's a big deal. That's a game changer. So as soon as you start your reign, you're in your first year. So if you started in 12 AD, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That means that means we're looking at 26 AD if we use the 12 AD starting point of his co-reign. And that makes a lot of sense. Again, you can look into it deeper yourself if you like, but I think that makes a lot of sense that he co-reigned in 12 AD, bringing us to 26 AD at the beginning of the ministry of Jesus. Now, here's a little side topic besides this, which is, I think this is just a guess, okay? But in this whole area in Luke chapter 3, we have the baptism of Jesus in Luke 21, and it says he was about 30 years old. And then he goes into the wilderness for 40 days. And then he comes back, and it's like, basically, it sounds like a Jubilee thing here. Ignore my pencil. That's my older studies. But this is my speculation now, okay? I speculate that he showed up on Elul 1 when he wasn't quite 30 yet. He might have been 29 years old and 11 months or something like that. Okay, just before 30, shows up, gets baptized, goes to the wilderness for 40 days, comes back on Day of Atonement, Tishri 710, when he is 30 years old. If in fact he was born, let's say he was born on trumpets, then that means he showed up on Elul 1, and then he comes back right when he basically turned 30. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So my guess, my hypothesis is that he started his ministry in 26 AD. He shows up to get baptized, to say, hey, here I am. Goes and fast for 40 days, 40 nights, comes back when he actually is 30 and starts his ministry right around Day of Atonement in 26 AD. That is my guess. And if that is the case, and he had a 3.5 ministry that puts him on the cross in 30 AD at the age of 33.5 years old, if he died on the cross in 30 AD, very likely his second coming would be 2030. And therefore, a rapture extremely soon. Again, I'm guessing, I'm speculating. The more we guess, the more we speculate, the more we study, the better we get at this, and the more we hone in our study skills and we get to where we need to get to. So I hope this blessed you. I think we are going to fly soon. This is another kick in the right direction, I think. And either way, either way, it can't be much later than this. It can't be much later than what we're presenting here. Everything's lining up for now. So go, Jesus, go. See you in the clouds. One day closer. Adios.
Hallelujah, I'll see